Everybody, oh yeah, time to party, oh yeah. Everybody, look into the lights. Devil's back, alright, alright. Everybody, oh yeah, it's time to party, oh yeah. Everybody, look into the lights. Devil's back, alright. Never heard of Derek? Well, I'm pleased to introduce. Although you must forgive me if I seem a bit confused. Thought that he was gone for good. It looks like we misunderstood. The adventure continues.
The moon gleams down on its namesake tower, and everyone is asleep. Everyone, including Fluin Aldhark, the charming if unreliable young man who takes the night shift watching the teleportation circle. Fluin doesn't mean to fall asleep, but something about the magic of this room soothes him and gives him the most vivid of dreams. Just as he is getting cozy, hoping to relive last night's dream about the meerkat dancing troupe, he sees the room getting brighter through his eyelids. You like that one, Stuart?
Yeah.
He opens his eyes to see an unusual glow coming from the circle. Normally, when someone is coming or going, there is a fairly bright white light, but tonight it's a soft orange glow, and unless he is dreaming, the room is starting to get warmer. The young Aldhark knows this is beyond his skill set, and he must wake more important people. Fortunately, the tower is prepared for this, and he reaches for the emergency bell. It's been at least 6 years... Grow up. It's been at least 6 years since this thing has been rung.
Grow up.
And so Fluin blows up.
Sorry, mate.
This is intentional at this point.
Fucking
He's doing it on purpose.
Let's start that one again. The young Aldhark knows this is beyond his skill set.
Why was that funny?
It's like
The anticipation.
watching those
Stuart
one of
at
those,
this point.
watching one of those timid little things, and you first whip it out, and they don't know what to do with the size of it. Oh God!
Right.
On you go.
The young Aldhark knows this is beyond his skill set, and he must wake more important people, which he does. A few minutes later, Fluin is joined by Crowan Valharrow and a gaggle of onlookers. As Crowan walks through the door, he starts to ask what the bloody hell is going on, but soon sees the orange glow and feels the heat emanating, which is now more than a little bomb.
Have you unintentionally written softcore pornography?
Yeah, this is spicy. Like,
I thought it was going to come from the fan fiction, not from us.
Crowan says, "That's a big one." To which says,
I didn't get any of that.
Sorry, a bad big one.
I don't know whether any of this is staying in, but anyway.
He's gonna re-record this.
Yeah, exactly. A few minutes later, Fluin is joined by Crowan Valharrow and a gaggle of onlookers. As Crowan walks through the door, he starts to ask what the bloody hell is going on, but soon sees the orange glow and feels the heat emanating, which is now more than a little balmy. His assistants ask Crowan what is going on, but they are met with silence as the mage paces around the room investigating the circle. Even he has never seen anything like this and is unnerved by the whole affair. The temperature is becoming more and more uncomfortable, and Crowan ushers everyone out, including himself, to get some relief from the heat. Now standing in the hallway, eyes fixated on the light creeping out from under the door, Crowan starts telling everyone around him that this could be serious, that something terrible could be coming through, or that the circle itself could be imploding. He is telling them they must, as a matter of urgency, wake the rest of the tower and issue a message of fight or flight. But just as he is relaying this, the light beyond the door blinks out, and he could swear he heard a slight hiss as if gas were escaping a container. There is silence coming from the other side of the door now. Crowan waits for a short time to see if anything happens, and when it does not, He reaches for the handle with one hand, while the other is outstretched, prepared to blast any monster on the other side. Swinging back the door, Crow intensely takes in the contents of the room. The light and the heat have gone, and to the untrained eye, it all looks the same as any other night. All except the gnome, lying on the floor, naked. Crowan calls out to the intruder, and when he gets no response, he approaches cautiously. Once up close, he realizes the man on his floor is someone who had left the tower less than a day ago. He is relieved and lets down his guard, only to be confused at how he would have got to another teleportation circle in such a quick time. Also, is there something different about his appearance? What was that orange glow? Why all the heat? Soon, the gnome stirs, and the harpers rally round to get him some clothes and food. Crowan sits with the surprise visitor, and they spend the next couple of hours discussing where the gnome has been. Nessus, the plane of fire. Crowan has heard of this place, and knows its danger, but has never heard of anyone going, let alone returning. He is unable to help the man understand how or why he is back, nor is he able to explain how he was only gone for an hour. What Crowan and the other tower inhabitants can do is clothe him, give him rations and a weapon, and provide a fast horse so the man can catch up with his party mates. Almost exactly 24 hours after leaving the tower for the first time, the gnome is snuck out again. He thanks Crowan, vows to return one day to pay them back for their good deeds, and sets off at full pace for Silvery Moon. If he can ride all day and only sleep for a couple of hours, he may be able to make it to them before they do something stupid. Davos, you now found yourself in the grounds of a house with your party mates who have done something stupid. The woman is now looking at you. The entire fight has been brought to a pause as your bright white light and your return has confused matters. She looks at you and says, "Nice to meet you, Derek. I still don't know who you are, and I'd rather you left my grounds."
Yeah, if you let my friends go, I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
Well, it's not a case of letting them go, is it? They entered my property, and at the look of you and the fact they were in my carriage house in the middle of the night, I suspect we're in the process of robbing me. Is that a fair assumption?
Don't know, just got here, to be honest.
Right, well, I'm sure you can appreciate I can't just let matters like that lie.
Well, I don't know if you just witnessed what happened, but I literally just came back to life in a big flash of white amazingness. I would suggest you maybe think about what you want to do next.
Where's this conversation taking place?
This is basically on the driveway. You, Greg, and the two creatures are up on top of the roof of the carriage house, just lollygagging at this point, not really doing anything. Dweezil is sat on Quinch. So Dweezil and Quinch probably don't even know this is going on, actually, because the upstairs was boarded up. So they might hear some voices. They probably don't know don't know Dabble's back, and probably don't know what's going on in terms of the conversation.
So yeah, I'll say to the lady, like, you go back inside, and next time you come out, we'll be gone.
With my items or without?
I have no idea what items you're talking about, but I don't see many other options for you at the moment.
Perhaps your fellows can join you and we can hash this out.
I'll call everyone down. Just say, I'm back. And do you want to come down? We can agree on something.
Okay.
Does
Greg,
Dweezil and Quinch actually know you're there, or do they just kind of hear a voice getting shouted like?
I'll literally just shout, I think.
Yeah, I think the conversation that was just being had there would probably have been, at normal speaking volume. I suspect upstairs they probably, Dweezil's probably wrestling somewhat with Quinch, so they might not be able to hear.
I did
anything,
appear
let
in a
alone any
big,
detail.
blinding white light as well.
But the upstairs, if you may not remember, but the upstairs of the carriage house is all boarded up windows, so any light probably wouldn't have made its way into the upstairs.
You got the one that I smashed out to get on the roof, I think.
That is very true, actually. And if I remember correctly, it was one of the front ones, maybe. I don't recall
No,
actually.
it would have been one of the back ones.
But we'll say it was. So yeah, I guess there would have been a white light upstairs. So Dweezil then. I'll put it, given you've got the upper hand on this little tete-a-tete.
I can't get off Quinch. As far as I'm concerned, Quinch is still a danger. I'm grappling Quinch. And I've got no reason to, even if I heard a voice that sounded very much like Daboff, I think I'd be inclined to assume it's some kind of trick, because we've seen that there's magic at play. I'm not just going to suddenly jump up from Quinch and go, "Hooray, Daboff's home!" and then, take him his slippers.
Does Daboff look the same? Like, obviously I can see him because I'm on the roof, right? Like, looking down,
is that a
does he
haircut?
look... Well, no, I'm just thinking that we kind of, burnt his body to embers, so...
From where you are still on the roof, he looks the same. Slightly different in the sense that last time you would have seen him, he would have had a goncho and all of his stuff. At the moment, he's returned with essentially just like a tunic or something like that. He's fairly sort of basically dressed.
And I brought a third horse back, so now I have 3 horses.
I'll even let you name that one if you want to.
Graham.
There we go. Graham.
Any signs of
Fits in
Vin?
with the rest of them. Well, there's no weasel, no.
I mean, I think that Greg would be really confused by this, so he's going to turn around to Krill, who's the only other person on the roof with him. Krill, do my eyes deceive me in their old age? Or is that down there Daboff? It looks very much like him, but I'm sure he died.
Yeah, Krill peers over the edge. How high up is this roof?
It's probably about 20 foot, something like that. Ish.
Is 20 foot too high to jump down from?
Yeah.
You can do 10, can't you?
Yeah. You can climb down. There's you can theoretically, there is actually like a hatch that you climb through to get to the roof anyway, so you could...
That's a bit of a long-winded way about it.
Nah, Greg is going to hop on Smaug, and he's just going to kind of grab
leave
Krill and toss him onto the back of the broomstick like they do with motorcycles or horses.
Greg just picking up Krill and just throwing him on the back. Yeah.
Well, while this is going on, by the way, the lady has sort of turned around and indicated to the 2 creatures, sort of like just to leave you be.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna.
I've been tossed by Greg on his broom.
Okay, so you both fly down and approach Daboff.
Oh, running.
Oh, yeah, undoubtedly.
Picking him up, hug. Like very fit. When you edit this later, Luke, can you add some like really magical music? Pick him up, embrace, spin for a bit because I want to. And then I just hold him and just look at him like, is it really you? I say that, is it really you?
It's like the scene in Avengers Endgame when Scott sees Cassie for the first time, and he hugs her and then holds her back and looks at her face.
No, not like that.
It's not like
that. No, yeah. So as I described, is it really you? I say again.
I'm going to take this opportunity to test something. Can I pickpocket Krill?
Oh, it's you, all right.
You may at advantage because he's somewhat distracted. And while that's going on,
But, but before you say at advantage,
29.
Listen. Before you say at advantage because he's distracted, do consider the fact that I have his arms like fully wrapped around. He doesn't have much in the way of movement.
But if my arm's down by my side, that's right where your pocket'd be.
You're up by my chest. So unless like you pickpocket in my chest pockets.
Oh, he's got Monty feet going on, mate. He's all up in there.
Is that what we call them now? Your chest pockets. While you're up close, while he's doing that, by the way, Krill, can you give me a perception advantage, please?
I'd natural 20 on that one.
as you look closer, you can, and as Dabov is picking your chest pockets, Dabov, what would he see?
Firstly, his own coin purse.
Real coin purse or the other one?
Whatever I can grab. I can't even remember what we agreed on now. A slightly leathery, older Dabov.
You were leathery before. I don't think it's possible to be leatherier.
like a well-aged ball sack. And one slightly red glowing eye, his right eye.
Just one.
Just the one. Just the one.
Have you turned into Cable? Is that basically what's going on?
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, you see that Dabov has undergone some plastic surgery.
Significantly more greys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks the same but different.
Love this.
Hope you're taking notes, Sam. Ready to draw?
This must be exciting to do.
Yeah. So what else happens between you two lovebirds? Or Greg?
Well,
Greg's
did I
with
pick
you at
his
this point.
pocket?
Yes.
You did, yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm just going to hold up what I pickpocketed as evidence that it's me, and then hand it back, obviously.
No damage. Curse over.
I am going to look at my own hands as if I'm waiting for something.
Nothing happens.
And
Wow.
Then I look just a bit pleased.
An erect. Does your erection poke into his abdomen?
just quickly. So Krill having seen this, and recognizing that it is there for Dabov, says, "It is you, but you're different. Something's changed. You're not dead for one."
Not last time I checked, but yeah, a couple of decades will do that to a person. It's nice-ish to see your face again. Ish.
Decades is how long's a decade?
1 decade is 10 years, Krill.
Okay, and a year. No,
365 suns, I think.
He's killed 365 sons, actually.
Yeah, Greg's gonna saunter over. He's gonna look at Dabov, and he's just gonna slap him in the face. And he's gonna go, "You had us worried, you old fool. It looks like I'm no longer the OAP of the group."
Yeah, I don't actually know how old I am now.
Can I offer you a coffee? I guarantee you need it.
Thanks. I will accept the coffee.
Dweezil, Quinch, what are we doing about these guys then? Are you just going to stay there forever?
If I can hear that something's going on. I've heard a voice that sounds like Dabov. Is Quinch still actively trying to?
How long does? Well, first of all, he was under Tasha's. So how long does that last? A minute?
It's a great question, Nathan. I'm glad you asked.
I would suggest if that's only a minute, that's probably done now with the conversating.
Yeah, a minute. Yeah.
So he's now just back to normal Quinch. If Quinch says anything or does anything.
Does Tasha's? How does Tasha's work in terms of? Was I aware that I was charmed?
No, it's not like a charm.
So I don't remember that I was. Do I remember?
So just to clarify, you were charmed by the other creatures, and that is still under effect. You're still.
Oh, the Tash. Sorry, I apologise. The Tasha's is the laughing.
Tasha's is just that you were laughing instead of trying to strike at Dweezil or Greg. I think was in the room when you first went in there. So you're still theoretically charmed.
Well, just
realistically,
try and escape, really.
Yeah.
Try and loosen myself from this grapple, right?
Yeah. Okay. So the pair of you will have a grapple off.
Yeah.
So it's your strength, isn't it, Dweezil? Whereas you get strength or dexterity.
Yeah.
A saving throw or
a
check?
normal.
No, just a straight roll.
19 on the dice with my -1 is 18.
I'm going to roll my metal dice, which my wife got me for Christmas for the first time ever.
It's the first time that she ever got you those for Christmas.
Natty T, 26, 23, Natty T. Let the record state, I'm just showing it on camera. Just watch that it's not moving. Natty T.
Very nice.
Yes, can't really see. Yeah.
Well
Can't really
done.
see it, but
So-
it is a Natty T. I'll have to tell
So
Claire
you-
that.
Was that strength? Was that strength or
She's gonna
was
be
that
over the
strength or
moon.
dexterity you were using?
Strength.
So you managed to just power out of this Dweezil bear hug, and now you're confronted with the two best friends.
Yeah, I
Mellow
need
and
to
Mono.
decapitate Dweezil, so
I'll probably kill him. I
obviously
wish
don't want to attack him.
Krill was watching, because then he'd realise how easy it was for me to put Quinch down.
Well, it's nothing you haven't already done to Krill
Oh,
anyway.
good point.
Yeah, I'm. Despite everything going on, I am pretty worse for wear, like battered.
Oh well.
Well, these two.
I'll heal you once I've finished trying to not die.
All right, you two in particular. If you can roll me an initiative.
Oh God.
Really?
Right,
Yeah.
let's do it, Michael.
Well,
Let's
I'll
make it
rephrase
look
that. Assuming that Quinch is lashing out. Is Quinch actually lashing out?
Well, yeah. I mean, what does the escaping from the grapple? Does that constitute an action or anything?
Yeah, but
That was the
now
last.
yeah,
Right. Okay. Fine.
assuming you're now going for it.
Great. This is good.
9 for initiative for Dweezil.
I can't actually tell what number this is.
Tell Claire that one.
Honestly, it's the letter S. It must be a 5. It must be a 5. It's not. It's a 5. Yeah. So anyway, so 6 with the initiative.
Right.
Okay. So Dweezil gets first dibbins.
I'm gonna.
Or is
I mean,
it 2?
I kind of want to put him on his arse again, but I don't want to use another spell slot on him. So I might just. Shall I just kill you?
No. I don't. No, I wouldn't have. I don't think that will. Just find some sort of way to.
He's got that thing. If you kill him, he bounces back with 1 hit point.
No, that's you.
What's right? Would I? I don't know the spell that's done it. Like, I'm wondering if I could do something to him. Is it gonna, like, if I hurt him, would it just trick him? You know, get him out of it. I know what I'm gonna do.
That's what you do with amnesiacs, isn't it? You just bounce them on their head.
Quinch, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
6.
Okay. You just taken 5 psychic damage.
Yeah, that seems fair.
As I've vicious mockeried him. I probably just say, Quinch, what are you doing, you big blue bell end? And that, I think, serves as a vicious mockery. Then, as a bonus action, I will
Heal him.
don't be silly.
Say something nice to him so it really fucks with his
Can
head.
I see?
It's negging, isn't it? Slag him off and then
Yeah,
compliment
he
him.
knows I'll be back for more.
Can I see the exit from the room? Is the trapdoor open?
No, it's not open, but you know that it's. No, it is open to light because I think you saw through to see Krill and healed him last session. So yeah, it is open. But there isn't anyone up there. They've all flown down.
No,
now.
to get back downstairs, or was it stairs that we came up?
There were stairs. So the room was set up. So you obviously you've got a window that's smashed in that you can go through. You've got a doorway that leads down the stairs and out through the front of the.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the front was locked. Oh no, it's open. She opened it. So yeah, you can get out the front of the downstairs, or you can go straight up into the onto the roof.
I think I'll leg it downstairs away from Quinch, and I'm presuming he'll take a swing at me as I go.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll have to. Where are the people that I'm actually defending?
Just before you do that, if you could roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Another Wizzy Sieves. 5.
You continue to be charmed.
Good.
So as Dweezil runs away from you, obviously you should have done this first actually. Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity if you wish to take one.
Right, here we go. Let's go for this. Cool. Oh, what are the good rules for the attack? No, I've rolled a 16, but I'm going to inspiration it
To make it negative.
to make it negs.
You could have just.
No, it doesn't work. I don't know if anyone's ever done that, but yeah, I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
But
Can you do that?
does he not
Don't
have to
you
pick
have
the
to
highest?
choose the highest?
Still.
I don't know.
I don't-
Oh,
just-
really?
Just hit me.
Well, I've rolled 18 anyway, so it's a better roll. And I now don't have my inspiration. So 24.
Hits.
Okay, I've rolled shit. That's good at least. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
I had 4 hit points left, so I am dead. Thank you. No, I'm not. I was on full hit points.
That would have been fun.
7 damage.
Hmm.
Right, I might stop running down the stairs and attack him again. No, no. Yeah,
Well, yeah, I was
went
going to say, you obviously that was your react that you were running away. So I don't know if you want to move Dweezil. I appreciate rather than messing around with the map, if you can just show on the map where Dweezil would have gone down to. I think the stairs ended basically just there. Anyway.
I would love to do that, Nathan.
Oh, you're not on the map.
No.
Yeah, of course you're not on the map. That's why. Of course.
So
Of course.
I just want to be very clear to listeners to explain in very clear terms what
Go on,
happened there. I rolled a 5 to avoid to try and not be charmed and attack my friends and esteemed party members, and then I wanted to miss on an attack roll, and I rolled a 16 and an 18. It's just it's disgusting. It makes me feel physically ill.
Okay. Cool. All right then. It is now actually your turn. So that was an attack of opportunity. So it's your turn, Quinch. So do you chase after Dweezil to hit him again?
Sorry.
Right.
Where are these people I'm defending?
They are outside.
They're outside.
They've actually, let's move them on the map. They would have moved down to the lady.
Well, I'm just gonna.
So-
I can see this Gregor Mel hole in the roof, or is that on a different level?
That's,
Well,
No, it's in the roof.
the
It's
window,
basically this window here is blasted through, and there's a hatch just there.
Okay,
You can go straight up.
I'll fly out and just follow the people I'm defending
Okay.
and just
So
land.
you're now
Do I have enough movement to land on the ground beneath them? Dashing?
Probably, if you're dashing, then yeah, you can get to. Let's put you there.
Let's do that. Right, so I'm sort of at the corner of the building, in front of the people I'm defending, and sort of guarding them.
Yeah. Okay. So you get down there. Dweezil is behind you, so to speak, because he's still in the building. Although it is Dweezil's turn on the initiative. I don't know what you want to do as you get downstairs, Dweezil. You see the doors to the carriage house are now open, which I don't think they were last time you were downstairs. Obviously, there's the carriages taking up the centre portion, and you see the woman stood essentially in the middle of the doorway. Actually, she's still stood there. So you can obviously awkwardly pass by if you wish to. Given you two are not fighting, I'll take you out of initiative for the time being. As Quinch has run away. So as you what do you want to do, Dweezil?
Right.
Since you're now downstairs.
Assuming that I can push past her.
Yeah, she sort of as she hears you coming down the stairs, she sort of turns round and gives you a look and just sort of goes, "Oh, there's another one."
I will, as I come down the stairs and approach the door, I'm assuming I will see Derek /Daboff, and then I will use my dash action to get to said.
Yeah, I mean you're out of
Yeah.
you're out of
get
combat, so to speak, at the moment. Anyway,
to the gnome.
And what do you do once you're in front of the gnome?
I think it's disbelief, isn't it? We all absolutely believed that he was dead. I was incredibly confused because I thought I'd made some kind of deal. So it's all.
I just realised you shaved your eyebrows off. Cut your hair. Got high.
Oh God, yeah! I shaved my eyebrows off. Yeah.
Can't tell if you look
He
surprised
looks
or not.
Yeah, I was going to say. Oh, you took the joke.
Sorry.
Yeah, just completely overwhelmed by. I mean, I've just had a fight with Quinch. Now I've seen Daboff back looking different and probably as awash with emotions and confusion as I was when I fisted the mushrooms down my gob a few days earlier. I think Dweezil will probably just collapse to his knees in tears. At the enormity of the situation and the confusion and not knowing what's happening. Like, I don't know whether this is him. I don't know what's going on. But
I mean, you just been fighting your best mate, even though he was charmed. That's probably playing on your mind a little bit as well.
Yeah, Daboff's going to hug him and just say, "It's all right. It'll grow back. Be fine."
What, they chopped you up? They chopped it off?
And it grows back.
As this is all happening, you Dweezil behind you hear the crunch of foot on gravel, and the woman starts walking towards you, and she goes, "Well, isn't this lovely? Just a wonderful, touching scene of I don't care who the hell any of you are. Can you please leave my property, and in particular leave the items that you came to steal if you did indeed take them?"
We didn't actually steal anything, did we?
Greg did. Greg did get inside the box.
He didn't get anything.
None of you know that Greg was doing this on his not on his own, but everything else was going on while he was stealing the stuff. So,
let the viewers also appreciate the wry smirk on Mike's face. There was quite the picture. Let me say,
it's not as easy as just leaving, though, is it? Because this is not an ordinary heist. This is the Daboff Memorial heist. We were doing this in his name. This was
who are you talking to when you say that? Are you talking to me? Or?
This is Stuart speaking rather than Dweezil. Dweezil's not suddenly narrating. But we weren't doing this heist for personal reasons or for personal gain. We were doing it because this was what Daboff had wanted to come to this place for. I suppose what I'll do is I will convey all of that I just said, that Stuart just said. Dweezil conveys that to Daboff just through a kind of sad look. So, as if to say, this was basically your funeral. We were doing this for, some people. Sometimes they build a statue to commemorate a hero who's died. We decided to rob someone's car.
I have a bit of a plan.
I'm still holding you up, like squeezing you, so I whisper it to me.
No, I'm just going to say out loud to the other guys with a bit of a knowing look. Say, where's the other one? Is he still inside? The owl. Is he still in there?
Are you saying that?
Just to the group, just like what happened to the other one? The owl with a bit of a wink.
Oh yes, the owl. Yes, he's still inside.
Shall I go get him?
Yes. Get the owl.
I'm gonna then make my way slowly, seeing what the lady does towards the barn. Inside
Am I carrying you, or
I'll go on my own. You can stay here just to show that we're not in good faith that I'm coming back.
I'll put you down.
Okay, so you're walking towards the carriage house, yeah?
Yeah, I'll say to the other guys, you stay here so that she can see what you're doing, and I'll go fetch the owl.
Okay.
Assuming that he wasn't in sight. He hasn't been in sight yet.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, if I'm honest.
There was an owl that appeared before Daboff.
Oh, I was busy.
Returned. Well, yeah, you were the guy that saw him. But anyway.
So is she allowing me to go into the barn?
Yeah, so I was going to say, you start walking up and you pass her. She's actually moved up a little bit. She's obviously walked up to sort of about here-ish. She lets you past her, but she keeps an eye on you as you're she sort of swivels watching you as you go behind her. And just as you get up to the door, she sort of looks to the creature essentially stood by the doorway and just sort of shakes her head, and he sort of steps in front of you. And she just says, no, I did say if you could leave the property, there's no need for you to go back inside there, is there?
My owl. I've already established this. I'm not leaving an owl behind.
Oh, okay. Well, we can search for an owl. Is it just a standard owl? Is it? Yes. It's
A bit of a special owl.
Normal-sized owl that we
Obviously a barn owl. Come on.
Yeah. Real angry, nasty thing. Just it won't like you.
Okay. So she looks to the other creature stood next to Quinch and sort of nods her head. The creature looks to Quinch and says, "Fetch the owl."
You're saying... does my charmed state means that I understand what that means?
Yeah. I mean, assuming that you understood what Dabov meant by going inside to get an owl.
Okay, I understand. Yes, I'm going to go inside and get the owl because it is as you declare it. And just to clarify, where is the owl?
Probably upstairs. Just to be clear, am I where I am on the map, where I've just moved to? Is that where I am?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to say to Quinch, probably upstairs then.
Just to be clear, neither Sam nor Krill has a fucking clue what's going on.
I'm intrigued as well, but carry on.
So Dabov's basically stood just at the front of the barn, and I'm going to walk past him and go inside and get the owl.
Yeah. Upstairs. As soon as Quinch goes through the door, can I look back at the group who are now conveniently far enough away, and sort of give them a look as if to say, what are we doing? Shall I or shan't I?
That's a lot to convey with a singular look.
Oh, great.
As if to say, like, are we fighting or are we just going peacefully? What's the plan?
Krill does the whole, like, nah, because I'm nearly dead sort of look. That one. You know, that look that someone gives you when they're like, let's not do that because I'm nearly dead. That one. Imagine that look.
Right. I know, but the whole band's back together. We should play an encore.
Yeah. That's fine.
Presumably you guys can like whisper to each other.
I'm not exactly the leader of the pack. If you don't start fighting, I'll probably join in.
I mean, Greg's hand is definitely glowing red and fiery right now.
You can heal outside of battle, right? We're outside of initiative, right? You could just heal.
Yeah, I would allow a quick buff.
Little short rest.
Short rest.
If you'll allow me a quick buff, can you just chuck me that fan fiction you read out at the start?
Can I send a message to Dweezil and just say, shall I or shan't I?
I mean, I'd be more inclined to fight if I wasn't on the hit points I was on.
I'm guessing I can see that Krill is quite battered. I assume it's visual.
Yeah.
Visibly bad.
So I'm going to send a message using the message cantrip, to Dweezil, say, are you ready to heal him? And I'll kick things off. And you can reply via message, I think.
Well, I suppose I can. I mean, if Nate's happy for us to do a quick buff, in answer to your, are we doing this or not? I'll just do this really loudly and angrily. Well, words will not suffice. With grievous wounds transpiring, my touch will palliate the pain. Healthful, fit, and thriving. As I burped halfway through it, and I do 20 healing. Cure wounds at 3rd level.
Well back in the fight.
Let's go.
As soon as he started with the healing spell, Dabov was kind of had an action ready, I guess, if it was combat.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast, is it Thunderwave? Yeah, Thunderwave.
Yeah.
Krill just sort of, while this is going on, Krill just sort of looks at Greg and goes, what's with a fucking owl?
I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Can you all roll me initiative then, please?
Thank you so much for listening to Dice and Desire. If you were...
Hello.
Quinch, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd help out with the promo.
No, Quint, no, come on. You're just going to talk about random place names that don't exist.
No, I wasn't. I was going to talk to you about my adventures in Valaquanth, the very best that the Tendering Meadows has to offer.
God, if you have to be here, at least read this out.
Okay, what have we got here? Leave us a review on Apple or Podchaser.
Oh, yeah, it was fine. It's pronounced Apple, but that was fine. Now read this bit.
You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Just search Dyson Desire.
I'm actually very surprised that was all pronounced correctly. Thanks, Quinch. Thank you guys for listening. Do exactly as Quinch said and help us out in those various ways. And we look forward to sharing another episode with you very soon.
Are you looking for a D&D podcast with a dark side? Something more like Game of Thrones and less like Monty Python? Tale of the Manticore is part dark fantasy audio drama, part solo D&D RPG. There's no plot armor here. The dice make all the important decisions. Join me as I resurrect the excitement, wonder, and emotion of old school D&D. Made for a mature audience, Tale of the Manticore is both a fiction and a game. It's the story where chaos rolls.